weight matchup.
Look at the difference in records.
Yep, and Itzik Runinov, a lot more experience for Ion Pope.
And look at Romanian. The age comparatively, the record with the age of being so young and 1-0 at 32, that could be a telling fact.
Should be a fun fight to watch. With the official introductions, Michael C. Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight here at Bellator MMA, we now go to the featherweight division set for 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing first the fighter out of the blue corner at 5'4", weighing in 144.4 pounds. His professional record early on stands at 1-0 from Petach Tikva, Israel. Presenting Itzik, the Punisher Rubinov. And across the cage, his adversary, fighting out of the red corner at 5'6", weighing in 146.6 pounds. As a professional, he brings 8 wins, 11 losses, 1 draw, fighting out of Bucharest, Romania. Introducing Ion Pope. In charge of the action, referee Brian Miner.
So Brian Miner, once again, our referee. Late opponent change for the 32-year-old from here in Israel, Itzik Rubinov. Ion Pope, at 19 years old, steps in. Will he step out with a victory in his first Bellator fight? We are underway. Pope in the red gloves. Rubinov, the southpaw, in the blue gloves. Muay Thai background for Itzik Rubinov.
Nice inside leg kick. If Rubinov can establish that inside leg kick, it can be a difference in this fight because Pope does keep his legs spread out wide.
4 wins by knockout for Pope. Has never earned a victory by submission. But John, you pointed out what a difference in experience for a guy much younger at just 19 years old.
You can look at Pope's record, and he's fighting almost in the Mike Tyson-like style of every month. He's in another fight, so he is gaining experience with all of those fights, and that's something, that experience can pay off. When you get into a deep fight, you have hard problems. You've already been there, you've experienced, and you know how to get through it.
Rubinov, known to have big power in his hands and his knees. We may see a lot of stand-up in this matchup.
I think one of the things that you're going to notice in this fight, Rubinov is very calm when he fights, and while I was watching him, he actually has very good wrestling too. And he will get into takedowns, but he just got taken down on that. But he actually likes to go to the ground at times, even though he's got that Muay Thai background.
Well, with nearly 20 professional MMA battles, you've got to be able to do everything.
What the 20 battles are going to do for you is they're going to get you to where you start to remain calm in bad situations because you've been there. You know, when you're 20-0, that's awesome because you've been maybe in bad situations, but you got yourself through all of them. That's not what has happened with Ion Pope. He's lost some fights, but he's learned from those losses, and that's the telling factor. Is he fighting better at this point in his career than he was in the beginning? And he is.
Couple of setbacks taking this fight on short notice, very short notice. Both men making their debut inside the Bellator cage, trying to hang on to that neck.
And that was a mistake by Pope as far as putting himself far off into that guard. He was actually passing, and then he put himself back in a position where he's making that pressure. It's a lot stronger, can do more damage.
Close guard now, because that was a good shot as Pope was able to posture up.
And when you're looking at Rubinov and he keeps closing his guard and he's holding on, that's fine. It's going to keep you from being damaged, but these shots are going to come through, and he's starting to take big shots. You can only defend for so long. You've got to start looking at either I'm going to start trying to reverse this position, look for my submission, or get myself back up. I don't want to be on my back too long.
Rubinov there, John, trying to work his way away from the cage at least, but still he's having a tough time controlling the posture of Ion Pope.
And you can look at that cage, Mike, it can be a deficit to you. Someone can crush you into it, but you can also use it to get yourself up. So think about where you're at. And if you're going to be in closed guard, I would tell you, don't be towards the middle of the cage because someone's going to be able to just keep on pounding you. You're holding him there.
Can't wall walk when there's no wall.
Yeah, it's hard to do.
There's probably some guys who can do it. Good ground and pound. Good first round for the 19-year-old.
Very good. He's keeping his hips square with Runinov. As soon as Runinov moves, he squares his hips up. He's posturing up at times to bring heavy blows. This is a good, systematic dismantling of a fighter, beating him down, putting damage on him so they are less effective as the fight goes on.
As I mentioned earlier, 4 of his 7 career victories have come by knockout, by TKO. Is he in trouble here?
He should posture his head up. He was postured and then he stopped. Keep the posture because the triangle will not be there. If you bring your head down, you're getting the possibility of that triangle being locked up. Now Runinov with an open guard. This is where you'd want to see him start to attack, start to create problems. That's going to slow down the offensive progression that Pop is able to do right now.
Runinov taking a look over Brian Miner, not sure what he was wanting to say or the message he was wanting to deliver.
What he's wanting to deliver is, hey, will you stand me up because I can't get up from here.
Well, you know what? He's got to control his opponent if that's going to happen. Excellent first round for Ion Pope.
Blue.
Set for round number 2 of this featherweight fight. Ion Pope, Itzik Runinov. The Punisher was on the bottom for the better part of that round. And this youngster, taking this fight on short notice, did a great job staying busy enough that Brian Miner did not stand them up. But they start on the feet here. Again, Runinov in the blue gloves and Pope in the red gloves. Let's see if Runinov can avoid being taken down here, Big John, and showcase some of his Muay Thai.
But you can see the difference right off the start of this round compared to the last one. Runinov is now concerned about that takedown. That's what a takedown and all that ground and pound will do. He has now slowed down that offensive progression. He's being very choosy and picky in what he's going to do, which is only opening things up for Ion Pope.
And Pope is the bigger fighter. He's got the reach advantage. And so if Runinov is going to be effective, he's got to get inside. And then there is the threat of being grabbed and thrown down once again.
Exactly right.
Pope with the overhand right. Runinov switches his stance. Good sprawl.
He needs to turn the corner on that and utilize this as an ability to be offensive against Pope. Don't just stay in this position now. Start to come around. Bring himself around. He wants to go to his right, continue to go to your right, get to his back. He's going to have to turn.
Runinov did a great job of anticipating that takedown attempt.
Good sprawl with his hips, heavy hips. But right there you go. Start to move yourself around to the back. That's what we're talking about. Now that you have him on his back, keep him there.
Oh, nice up kick. It was almost a switch kick from his butt.
It was. Nice job of pushing off with that right foot to get some leverage, get that left foot up there. Runinov Rubenov using the same technique to get himself to the back, but he's getting very high without the hooks. He's got to get that hook inside. This is more of a position of a wrestling ride, hip to hip. This is a good position to be in. It creates pressure, and you can systematically start to create the opportunities through little shots like that hammer fist to open things up. If you want to bring that hook in, then slide your hook in.
John, it looked like when he was higher, and again, he's looking for it, that he felt like there was no way he was going to get the hook.
And he wasn't, but right
now he was able to break him down a little bit.
That's what I'm
and
talking about. Getting that opportunity by breaking him down with these techniques, he's going to have to start to move. When he moves, you're waiting for it. You're anticipating it. It's a chess move. I already know where you're going to go, and now I'm going to start to do damage to him.
It's a bad spot for Ian Pope. Big hammer fist by Rubenov. Big cut over the right eye of Itzik Rubenov. And a nice job done by Pope, but is he out yet?
Great job of Rubenov to stay on his back, keep those hooks, not get thrown off. That was very good by Rubenov to hold that position.
Pope has been susceptible to opponents' submissions in his career. A lot of blood coming out of that cut. Full mount and postured up. Big ground and pound. Now he's got the back again. Both hooks in, but not for long.
Nice reversal by Pope. We'll see if he can open up. He already got that cut. Don't know exactly where it's bleeding from. It looks like his ears popped a little bit. It's got the cauliflower there. I'm not sure about that, but you can look at the eye. It's got blood in it. Can't tell which direction it's going.
So Pope is now in top position, under a minute remaining in round number 2. Got a lot of great prelims for you tonight from Tel Aviv, including Conry Gracie, his second professional fight, and Aviv Gozali, 17 years old, the son of Chaim Gozali, the king of MMA here in Israel, and he will make his professional debut. So you don't want to miss those two matchups.
That's special. This is the first time in a major promotion a father and son are fighting on the same card.
And then later, live on Paramount Network. And later on Paramount Network, the interesting thing is it's the son of a legend against Chaim Gozali. Big John, on your scorecard, you have it 1-1?
I do have it 1-1, but you know, a dominant round, almost a 10-8 in that first round, but coming back in that second round, he lost position in the end, but you're still going to have to give that to Itzik Rubenov.
Very close to a 10-8, but not a 10-8, at least in your mind?
Not in my mind in the first round.
All right, third and final round. Israel's Rubenov and Romania's Pope.
It'll be interesting to see if Pope decides to take that same type of shot, because when he came in with that long distance double leg attempt, he got sprawled on, he got put in bad positions, and he had to come out with a reversal to get on top. Let's see if he changes it up.
Right up the middle with the kick. Pope is definitely willing to stand and trade. You saw the little flick of the hip, classic Muay Thai by Runinov.
Rubinov's breathing a little bit heavy. He's got his mouth open, and when someone's breathing, through their mouth, it's telling you, you know what? They're trying to grasp air and get air into those lungs because they're in trouble.
Again, good takedown defense by Itzik Runinov. As we mentioned, top of the fight, late opponent change. Runinov still trying to walk away with his second professional win. His first inside the Bellator cage.
If Pope can get his hands, get the spread of the hands on Runinov, he has a way out of this. He can sit himself out and actually come out towards Rubinov's back, but he's got to work. He's sitting there just allowing things to happen right now. I didn't see the shot, but somehow he's acting like he got stung by something in this fight.
Because he's in no hurry to get up.
No, and when a guy is sitting there looking, not moving himself back to the stand-up, he's saying, I don't want to be there. And there's a reason for him not wanting to be there, because up to that point, he was actually the one dictating the distance and pace of this fight.
Now keep in mind, Pope, as we said, took this fight on short notice. So could he be the one running out of gas here?
It's possible.
Brian Miner stands him up just about the midway point of the third and final round. Inside leg kick.
It's not getting that sprawl again, and what you're seeing out of Pope is he's not continuing, he's not transitioning, he's not pushing that takedown, and if you stop on that takedown, you're dead in the water.
John, I noticed in the first round, when it was actually Pope in top position, some bruising inside of the left knee. And it's from that inside leg kick that we just saw a moment ago. And that might be what's kind of messed up right now. That might be what he's hurting from.
It might be. You never know exactly what is the thing that, man, that hurt me and that hurt me bad, or I got injured from it. And that can happen in a fight at any moment. So it could be where he does have some damage to his leg. He doesn't want to stand back up with it.
The 32-year-old trying to capture round 3 and hopefully earn his first Bellator win.
Itzik's doing a really good job of creating pressure against the cage, trying to land shots, bring heavy hips into him, knees. All of these are good strikes. Now Pope's into his leg, but again, he's not deep on that. It's still down at the leg, and he should be able to shrug that off for that single leg attempt.
Took him down in the first round, has not been able to take him down since.
Coming back around, getting to his back, hips on hip, good position. He can do damage here, and he can control where Pope goes.
Pope reversed from the ground and took top position, but the takedowns have failed him since round number 1. And he may very well be in survival mode here.
He is. He's turning into that position, allowing a guy to go straight into, right into a mount from that. That's a guy that's tired and doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, and the fight is not looking good at this point.
Got to give the kid all the credit in the world taking a fight on short notice like this.
Exactly. It's so hard to come into a fight ill prepared because you didn't get that camp and all that time you put into it. And things, you come out trying to win, and time just keeps on going, and you get more tired. Bad place.
Fatigue makes cowards of all of us.
Boy, it makes one of me.
Itzik Runinov, the Punisher, finishes strong.
kick there as you watch Runinov just shrugging out with his hands, but this mount position, he's just kind of winging shots. But at this point, Pope is tired. There's nothing left in the gas tank. You know, there's multiple ways, Mike, for a guy to win a fight. You damage people. You break them down by damage. You can break them down by physical endurance, and you can break them down by the spirit. That's when we say, oh, he's broken. All of those add up big when we're talking about fighting.
It's a tough first round for Itzik Runinov, and look at the damage that I was talking about, John.
Yeah.
The knees of Ion Pope. Yeah, see the inside right there?
He took some shots to it, and you can tell, you know, I think it was a multitude of things. It's that damage and that exhaustion. You bring those two things together, it slows anyone down.
Michael C. Williams with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance inside the Bellator cage, we'll go to your three judges. David Torelli, John English, Sal D'Amato. All three see it exactly the same at 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision. Itzik, the Punisher Runinov.
Congratulations to Itzik Runinov. Victorious here tonight in Tel Aviv.